Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Putin-Trump phone call concluded. It's over. I have the first remarks about this phone call that was from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Kiev's time, or it was from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Moscow time. That was a 90-minute phone call between the Russian president and the American president. Fantastic, fantastic. I will show you in this video a few remarks after the meeting, and as well as the same thing, the reaction to the meeting coming from the European leaders, and not only. So let's start with the first article here. This comes from Russia Today, and it says it's from the 18th of March 2025. European leaders, quote unquote, trembling over Putin-Trump call, Bild has says. I will show you a chronological, how should I put it, of the conversation. Just some updates from what this guy supposedly spoke during the phone call. So, the talks between the Russian and US presidents could have, and I'm quoting, devastating consequences for the bloc's security, the German tabloid has claimed. Well, the leaders of the European Union nations are trembling ahead of Tuesday's phone call between Russian President Putin and Trump, which is expected pop. Okay, what will they discuss? They will discuss the future of Ukraine and possibly also the future of Europe, with potentially devastating consequences for the security of our continent. I don't think so. All right, here. Let's go to the next one, which is Ukrainska Pravda, Tuesday, 18th of March. Trump and Putin wrap up 90-minute conversation. A telephone conversation between the US President Donald Trump and Kremlin leader has ended. Details of the conversation are expected to be announced shortly. Well, next. This comes from Russia Today. Live updates. Now, live updates, and I'm going to refresh it. Right there. Putin-Trump phone call. The two leaders were expected to discuss. Russian President Putin spoke on the phone with their US counterpart. Donald Trump, the Ukraine conflict, and possible ceasefire were expected to be discussed. Ahead of the crucial pop, they go over here. 17:28 GMT. That's over. The Kremlin has reported that Putin and Trump had a detailed and candid exchange of views on the situation in Ukraine during the call. Putin informed Trump that Russia and Ukraine would conduct a prisoner exchange Wednesday based on 175 for 175 formula. He also responded constructively to Trump's initiative on maritime security in the Black Sea, the Kremlin has confirmed. Both leaders reportedly expressed a mutual interest in normalizing relations, recognizing their shared responsibility for global security, and have agreed to maintain contacts. Putin reaffirmed his commitment to a peaceful resolution on Ukraine conflict and expressed readiness to work with Washington on a sustainable and long-term settlement. As a goodwill gesture, Russia will transfer 23 severely wounded Ukrainian soldiers to Kiev. The Kremlin has reported that Putin supported Trump's proposal for Russia and Ukraine to halt strikes on energy infrastructure for 30 days. He has instructed the military to implement this directive. Fantastic news. Trump envoy Kirill Dmitriev has celebrated the call on X, stating, under the leadership of President Putin and President Trump, the world has become a much safer place today. Historic, epic, fantastic. That means good news, good news. A Russian source familiar with the call has reportedly told CNN that it went very well. Putin has concluded his phone call conversation with Trump. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov confirmed to TASS. All right, let's go and see next one. CNN, 18th of March. Trump suggests Ukraine's largest nuclear plant is on the line in talks with Putin. What's next for Zaporizhzhia? Oh, let me show you Zaporizhzhia, shall we? So they're talking about the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, and that is located, I will show you, baby doll. Just a second. Just hold on. Hold on. All right. Here is the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. So this is... Okay, come on, baby doll. All right. So here is Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Energodar. This is Zaporizhzhia here. And here is... All right, this is Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Energodar in here. Exactly where you see this. So this is located. So the border would be probably here at the where the oblast ends and the other one starts. I'm going to show this is Dnipropetrovsk and this is Zaporizhzhia. So let me show you something else. Trump and Putin call going well, White House says. But that's not the one I wanted. I want to show you what she said. And this is the one I want to show you from New Voice of Ukraine. White House recognizes Russian annexation claim over Zaporizhzhia Oblast. That's exactly what I was talking about. Why? Because it's going to talk about Energodar, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. So, Trump suggests Ukraine nuclear power plant is online in talks. And then we have, as I said, I hope you are. Where are you, baby doll? You keep disappearing. So let's see what she says. The Russian border is located at the administrative line between Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia and Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. White House Press Secretary Caroline, I don't know how she wants that to be pronounced, Levitt stated during a press conference at the White House on March 17. There's a power plant on the border of Russia and Ukraine that was up for discussion for the Ukrainians. Levitt was referring to Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, the one that I showed you, located in the town of Energodar on the Dnipro River, on the borders of Ukraine, Dnipropetrovsk and Zaporizhzhia Oblast. It has been occupied by Russian invaders since February 24, 2022. I don't think so. It was, I think, March 4th. But nevertheless, all right. So she says, elaborated that he will address it in his call with Putin tomorrow. So this right here, Energodar, right here, this is the power plant, is going to be discussed. This is Dnipropetrovsk, this is Zaporizhzhia Oblast, whatever is left out of it. Next one. Trump and Putin call going well, White House says. And now I'm going to go over some interested media outlets that I thought were going to give us more details about this phone call right here. Start with Russia Today. This is the front page. I will refresh it. And nothing. US confirms Putin talks. And this is, if you take that one, it's going to get you to what I just read right here. Read out. You see this? White House Press Secretary pop-up stated that Trump-Putin discussed the need of peace and a ceasefire. So you got the readout right here. This is updated. Today, President Trump and President Putin spoke about the need for peace. They also stressed So this is the readout. According to this, as far as I remember. So it says here, the peace initiative will begin with an energy and infrastructure ceasefire and negotiations on a maritime Black Sea truce. What is that? All right, this is talking about the Black Sea right here, where the Romanian baboons are. Right, so they're talking about this area here. All right, so let's read the readout, right? Talks with focus on preventing future conflicts in the Middle East and averting the proliferation of strategic weapons. She added that Trump and Putin see an improved US-Russia relationship as having a huge upside, including enormous economic deals and geopolitical stability. Readout of President Donald Trump's call with Vladimir Putin. All right, should we see that? Let's see that one. And let's have the readout. Readout of President Donald Trump call with President Vladimir Putin. Today, President Trump and President Putin spoke about the need for peace and a ceasefire in Ukraine war. Both leaders agreed that this conflict needs to end with a lasting peace. They also stressed the need for improved bilateral relations between the United States and Russia. The blood and treasure that both Ukraine and Russia have been spending in this war would be better spent on the needs of their people. No shit. All right. This conflict should never have started. Correct. And should have been ended long ago with sincere and good faith peace efforts. What about the Europeans? So that means they are not doing it. The leaders agreed that a movement to peace will begin with an energy and infrastructure ceasefire, as well as technical negotiations on implementation of a maritime ceasefire in the Black Sea. Full ceasefire and permanent peace. These negotiations will begin immediately in the Middle East. Opa. The leaders spoke broadly about the Middle East and a region of potential cooperation to prevent future conflicts. Iran, watch it. The future discussed the need to stop proliferation of strategic weapons and will engage with others to ensure a broadest possible application. The two leaders shared the view that Iran should never be in a position to destroy Israel. But can Israel be in a position to destroy Iran? It's only fair. Well then, if it shouldn't, then why don't you check if they have any nuclear weapons? Just do it for me and for John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated in 1963. Shall we? All right, the two leaders agreed that the future with an improved bilateral relations between the United States and Russia has huge upside. This includes enormous economic deals and geopolitical stability when peace has been achieved. Hurrah! So you got it? This is the readout from Russia Today. It was not from it's from Russia Today citing the, and then I'm going to show you something more before we just leave, I don't know where. This is New Voice of Ukraine. Again, these guys, I'm going to refresh it to tell us if anything else happened, but nothing. Then we go to this one where it's just Trump-Putin Call. Let's do an update, refresh. Pop, hold, crucial, pop, 50 minutes ago. Critical, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, did they say anything about it? Because I already had the readout. When was the readout out? I think it was right here. It says what time? They say 1:28 p.m. according to what? Well, and it's 1:53. So that means this article that is right here uploaded, right here, 50 minutes ago, they didn't have the information. And then we go to Sputnik and we're going to refresh Sputnik and nothing. So my friends, that it was the readout. That's all the information we're going to get as of now. And now all the analysts and all the experts, all the people familiar with the issue, we're going to go and they're going to eat this and going to vomit it. They will eat it again and vomit it again. But what I read, that's all we're going to know for some days. I guarantee you that. Now all these guys put things together and they start the negotiations in reality with the details. Fantastic. I haven't heard any downsides, anything wrong. It was all excellent. We'll see if the banks, military-industrial complex, and the energy industry will allow this to happen. Fantastic. All good on the Western Front or silence. Very good, very good, very good. As I said, there's no more to that. Now you're going to see some baboons that will just take that and analyze it like I did for a short period of time. Because why? We're all baboons here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Hoorah!